And, and we also have a wonderful, wonderful guest and a wonderful surprise, the absolutely stunning Tamannah, who's here with us to open the festival. So over to you all to say a few words about the film.
I've been here before and it's a beautiful city. Back 30 years ago when she was at the film university, I was one of the guys who did not get it.
To see it. When it's an Anurag Kashyap film, you know it's going to be a good film. So we're not going to waste our time. So I'm very happy that you all were watching it before India does. And guys, remember the response you're going to give us is going to mean a lot. You know how it is before the real result comes out, if you just have a sneak peek into the result. So it's that kind of a moment.
The OG alpha female of Indian cinema.
I was looking around, oh, we have someone else also.
I have to say, पिछली बार जब मैं और तापसी मिले थे, उसको फिल्मफेयर अवार्ड मिला था. तो मैं बहुत lucky charm हूँ उसके लिए.
So I'm moving in with Tamannah very soon.
Yes, I'm a big lucky charmer. She should have me around everywhere. ये भी ऐसे चले. Starting with all you guys are watching it.
Culture that Indian filmmaking can offer. It may not be widely known, but this film festival is the biggest film festival in Victoria. And can I tell you that the creativity, the amazing contribution, actors and screen industry icons are here. I'm just standing next to them, as a matter of fact, and I'm a little bit overawed by it, I must say. But the wonderful thing about this is that in many ways, there are many legends in this building at the moment. I generally believe I have a part-time habit of growing my own chilies to make my own curries. I'm not very good at it. Now, I understand that this is going to be a film about time travel and a parallel universe. Well, we've all lived through a bit of a parallel universe recently, and we're coming out the other end. Thank you so much for the joy that your films give us, for the wonder that the films bestow upon us about where our imagination can take us. Your great skill and craft.
Joined the Indian Consulate as Consul General. So this is my second week in office, and I am very happy to be part of this event. And I convey my best wishes and congratulations to Mitu and her team. She has organized this wonderful event coinciding with 75th anniversaries of India's independence and Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So I don't want to take much of your time in a speech and convey my best wishes. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
And now I would really like to thank Singapore Airlines who are presenting this opening night film, and Vanessa Biros, the marketing manager of Singapore Airlines, who've been with us right from the start. So please always fly Singapore Airlines. Thank you so much. Yes, and Anurag is saying for a cinephile, the best movie collection in their in-flight entertainment. Aditi, I didn't even ask him to say that. He said it all on his own. So, and can I just please thank the Indian Council General. Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today. And also thanks,
obviously, like you mentioned, that's the...
I'm going to go cut the popcorns.
Because as Sunir claims that all his scripts come to me first, though I bet it was a very tough read for me actually, because it is quite difficult to go back and forth and keep checking what happened in that universe and what is happening in this. And when I read it, I was like, okay, this is mind-blowing, but it's a huge risk and experiment. But then If not me, then who else will do it? So I wanted someone who will be ready to take that deep dive into the deep end of the swimming pool with me. And this man loves to swim, I hear. So I reached out to him asking him that suggest me someone who will be as risky and experimental to do this in Hindi cinema. And it was always the plan to release it in theatres, regardless of whatever was being told to us that this is not your Hindi theatre release. Still wanted to give, I didn't want to dumb down my Indian audience because they kind of proved me wrong when we did Badla. So reached out to him to ask him, suggest me some names, and he said that I'll do it. So it was a jackpot there, and that's how it happened. So it's courtesy him acquiring the script first, and then me, and then he does with me will be unlike Anurag Kashyap.
But I have always heard this. What is an Anurag Kashyap movie? I don't know. I don't know who's Anurag Kashyap. See, that's where the problem is. They think I have only made Vasipur. No, but I mean, every film I try to do something and I want to do stuff I haven't done. I was very petrified of the script. I've never attempted anything like this. And she's witness to it that while we were shooting, every day I would come and say, I think now I have figured out what we are doing. So he doesn't remember Anurag.
Doesn't remember, but I mean the original time that the initial...
Because he doesn't follow her, he's not obsessed with her, he doesn't remember her. So it's almost like when he holds her hand, his memories that kind of flood him. And we end the film there because it's an open-ended film. And if I want to, this can go on for 10 hours. Like Dark has so many seasons. This can be a series with 50 seasons. Every season there'll be different.
Otherwise, you're gonna be making it more darker. And I'm just thinking like, you know, now I saw this is a beautiful film. So are you making more dark film after that?
See, dark is a very relative term. Okay, have you seen Black Phone?
Sorry, which one?
Black Phone.
No.
See it.
Alright.
You'll find my films Bhatia.
Okay.
You know, there's so much more dark films out there. My films are relatively dark because they're real. Whatever is real kind of makes people feel uncomfortable. What makes you feel uncomfortable is what you think is dark.
Yeah.
It's not that. I'll do whatever whatever challenges me or I enjoy. With Tapsee, definitely I can't make a dark film because Tapsee doesn't like...
Dark films.
No, she likes dark concepts, but she doesn't like dark films.
I think a pandemic maybe, actually, to be honest. If at all I have to find something good about this pandemic, probably people got used to watching a lot of OTT content which had time travel, parallel universe, and all of these kind of concepts. So maybe... Yeah, all the Marvel movies as well. So I'm hoping they'll be a little more open to it. But then, as I told you when I said yes to the film, I was not doing it to make it a blockbuster at the box office. I wanted to try something.
I've been 30 years in the industry. If I knew the answer to that question, I would be owning Voids.
Well, I think you've done very well anyway. I'm sure everyone agrees with me. So thank you very much.
This is like, I would be embarrassed to own it. So I'm hoping because what has happened over the years, I've dealt with a lot with my generation. I have a 21-year-old daughter. They watch so much. There's a movie running right now, which is one of my favorite movies of the year, is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. There's Palm Springs, there's Dark, people watching Doctor Strange, I saw Spider-Man in Multiverse, everyone. So I think people understand parallel universes.
I didn't send you
Marzina came also like via her friend. This also came like nothing. I'm a very open filmmaker. No, my problem in my life is Vasipur. I really wish people forget that. Because you know what? Every time I do something, people think I can only make Vasipur. There's so much more I've done than Vasipur. You know, amongst all my contemporary filmmakers, I've made more films than anybody else. But people sit down on my head and they want another Vasipur, Sacred Games, Black Friday. I think there's so much more to do. Next film I want to make about paint drying.
And has given us a lot of talent.
Yeah, but you know, it was 10 years ago. He told me this, I don't know how much of it is true. He said his wife saw the original film, not the script, and she said, "ये क्यों बना रहे हो? मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आई." And then she saw this, she says, "बहुत अच्छी है." I thought it was going in some other direction.
offer me the regular big conventional Bollywood commercial films from the very beginning. After Chashme Badur, I was not offered any films. So I had to choose this harder, longer, more difficult path to do things always unexpected. And whenever I've done something which is not expected out of me, has worked for me.
I have an easy answer for that. Very simple answer. With Tapsee, no hero wants to play her heroine. So what happens is he doesn't get offered those films opposite the big stars. So what happens is she finds her own heroines. And whatever film comes to her, she does
I
it.
remember he kept saying that during Manmarzia. So Manmarzia was a very different experience while the casting was happening. So I met this man and I'm used to being the last one to be casted because that's how in Hindi movies you are casted. As a female you are casted the last. Yeah, that is also a different story. But yeah, we were casted. I'm used to being casted even after.
Hi there. Following on from what you're just saying, would you consider or do you miss making a quintessential Bollywood movie?
I would like to dress up nicely and dance around a little bit sometimes, but not at the expense of my recall value in terms of my audience. So now I have worked really hard to build a certain set of audience who would like to see me.
You all. And
Thank
please
you.
enjoy our film festival, both in cinemas and also streaming on IFFM. So please have a good night. Thank you so much for coming. Thank
Also,
you.
I wanted to say, I have lots of films as a producer playing here. Lots of short films, lots of very good indie films. You guys must watch Jaggi, Duk Duk. There's so much more. Pedro. Definitely don't miss Joyland and Rihanna, Mariam Noor. There's so many great films. Please, really, you'll miss all of them.
And please guys, if you've liked the film, kindly spread the word without spreading spoilers. We would really like people to watch it in theaters, unlike everyone telling us. And unlike everyone telling us, ये तो सिर्फ OTT पे ही चलेगी. So please help us spread the word without the spoilers, please. Thank you.